Hello YouTube, so the previous video regarding this mousepad got a lot of attention, which was unexpected, and honestly I just feel bad for the people watching that video because it is very bad and very poorly made. So now I'm actually making like an actual review with less of the swearing and a lot more of the actual review. This video will consist of two parts. A review of the pad and then a quick comparison with my old QCK, which I've got right here. Shitty old pad. I've had this rolled up since I've gotten this pad, but you know, it still works for a comparison. Do keep in mind still that I've owned this pad for about 2 months by now, so maybe some opinions will vary compared to the old video. I don't think I said a lot in the old video. It was mainly an unboxing, but yeah, still. So let's get into it. Awesome. So when it comes to pads, let's talk specifics first. The pad I've got here is 50 by 50, has 3 millimeters of thickness, which I think isn't even true because this looks a lot thicker, and it's the white version, as you can see. There's a lot of other options as well, ranging from 36 times 30 centimeters to 120 times 55 centimeters in both black and white, which are the two options that are 100% uncoated. For the colored pads, which have like custom designs, I couldn't really find information that was like 100% confirmed on whether or not they're coated or like heat pressed, which I don't even know what it means. So I just recommend sticking with this one or the black one. Between black and white, there's an actual difference in the surface other than just the color. The white one is softer and has a smoother surface. The black version instead is harder and rougher. I can't say how much that will affect the glide, so you know, just watch out. Getting back to the pad I have here, I got it on sale for $25 plus shipping, and I do believe the sale is still going on, so it may interest you. For the other pads, I'll just put up the pricings on screen. So now that we've got the boring part out of the way, let's get into the gaming part. So let's start with the surface glide, the speed, however you want to call it. This pad is well, not too slow and not too fast. I would call it a fast control pad. That means the glide is good. I mean, look at this, right? The stopping power is still comparable to slower pads. It's not like those hard pads, right? It's not like incredibly fast. The friction, the dynamic, static friction, whatever, like I think they just scale to the same extent as the other two things I just mentioned. So like, you know, the gist of it is if you are switching from a mud pad, you will have absolutely no problems just picking up your gaming prowess in like a week. Also, the pad is again pretty thick, I'd say. I don't think it's 3 millimeters, maybe it's 4 or 5, I don't really know, but I don't think it's 3. So it has a bit of give, tiny bit, just like you can't even see it honestly, and it will cause absolutely no problems. Now I don't want to break my mouse, but like you don't see any indentations, let's call it that way. Secondly, let's talk durability and quality. So as I've said before, I've owned this pad for about 2 months now, and I've had absolutely no durability issues, and that is expected, to be fair. The color hasn't worn down at all. That's a question I've gotten in the comments of the previous video. Neither has the glide, so that's good. I suppose 2 months is pretty early for a mouse pad. When it comes to QC issues, I've had no problems. I have, however, heard about pad staining for no apparent reason, especially on the white model, so watch out. And also the stitch edges may fray on you. They haven't for me, but I've heard that's also an issue for some, so your mileage may vary. When it comes to comfort instead, this mousepad does very well, I'd say. The stitches are raised, so if you have sensitive skin, that may annoy you, but it's really not that impactful. The surface is okay. It's not amazingly soft. Like for example, my QCK is still softer in my opinion, but it's not rough either. So like even the first day, it caused no issues whatsoever with like pain or just having red rashes or I don't know. But again, just watch out if you have very sensitive skin. The rubber backing is okay. It's pretty good. I'd say the heft of the pad really helps it a lot, but like it can still move, so it could definitely be improved. So I think that's enough to mousepad review. I will hope I didn't forget anything, and I'll whip out my old QCK and get on to comparing the two. So here we are with the showdown between the two pads. I already know the winner, so I'll make it quick, but still, don't really look at my pad. It's in a very bad condition. I've had it rolled up for about 2 months since I got the new one. So I'll move my keyboard out of the way and let's get on going immediately. Obviously the specs are very different. I'd say the QCK, I think it's 2 millimeters, like spec wise. It's also a lot smaller. The surface is softer, I will say that. The logo is bigger, however. The glide is obviously awful since it's a mud pad. So yeah, I'll compare. It's obviously a lot better. It's not an incredible difference. Again, the AC Plus is still a control pad. It's a faster control pad, but it's still a control pad. So that will still, make you feel good if you play Valorant or CS. Like you won't have any problem switching over. The quality, I'd say I can't really compare them because I've owned this pad for 2 years and this for only 2 months. But I will say after cleaning this pad for 2 times, within the 2-month mark, I would like feel the wear on the mouse pad. Like I don't know if it's dirt or just, I suppose it's dirt, right? Where I would use one part of the surface a lot more and I just feel it being slower. Again, this is, however, after 2 months, after 2 years of usage and cleaning it. So, it's not really that fair of a comparison. The rubber backing, that's something. I really don't know what else to add. Surprisingly, the QCK has better rubber backing. I didn't remember this, but honestly, both are fine. Like, come on, man. You're not gonna be like freaking like you see, like it's not moving. Either way, it's not gonna move. You're gonna be fine with with either of them. But this is just a bad pad. It's just slow. It's a mud pad. It's the quality. Look at this. I didn't do anything for it to be like this. So I don't have much else to add. Just get this shit out of here and buy this one. Highly recommended. However, watch out for shipping and pricing because it does come from China, I believe. So you will have to wait. I waited for 3 weeks. And so yeah, for some people that may be too much. That's enough of the video. Hope you liked it.